have friends in my life yet, so venting means, you know, imagining somebody's watching this vlog. Um, so I just called BC Parks because it's getting late in the afternoon, and I just woke up really early this morning and just left where I've been for a reasonable price to get electricity, not to freeze at night, but just no chance of making friends or partaking in activities I like or vocational pursuits that people need for me to engage in and like work, like mental health, schools, whatever. And so I just left and I had fun leaving and it was a good feeling. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know how much I may or may not freeze tonight. So far, the prices of RV parks that are still open are still about the same as what should be the price of indoors. But, this is also a place where I think there's industry buying up, rooms everywhere that keeps the prices very high. So I'm still shopping around, but I did call BC Parks, and again, it's the same issues. And today's the 18th of December, 2023, where I reach a nice enough fella who still has very limited software to do his search. He's obviously not from British Columbia. I don't know what country he's in, or maybe Canada, but he's not familiar with BC. And the website changed to make reservations. It's not Discovery anymore, but it's probably one that is not any more efficient. And the information that he gives me is wrong because I call and verify it. And then I tell the park manager, oh yeah, I'll try to find out why it's wrong online and the information. And it's all inconsistent. What he says was online and what the 800 number says. So no improvements with BC Parks, ruining the ability for people to stay outdoors, right? But also, the cup overfilled for me because there's a pattern that exists, where people that need a lot of therapy. There's one person, she was like the last resort of me getting indoors for housing. It'd be a tricky situation because the person is a mess and doesn't know how to get out of that mess or talk to the landlord. It's not a secure situation. They need a lot of counseling, this person, but it is somehow judging me now in ways that obviously they don't know anything about me. And it's insulting because they're the mess and I can help them not be a mess if they would just... And then they assume that I'm religious about Christmas, and they mention that they celebrate solstice instead. It's like, I've known about solstice and been saying that's how I say happy holidays a lot of the time since maybe before that person was even born. And so it's insulting. So there's a lot of people that they're a mess or being judged. At the library, I'm like, no, I'd like to pay late fees, but I don't like that you micromanage my life instead of charging late fees and deciding, when I can renew things and which library I can deal with or not. This is a place that still has never accepted my offer to read Jonathan Livingston Seagull to them. So I have to suffer from them because they don't know how to listen when somebody would read this to them and teach them how to be better than who they are. Yeah, and there's also a lady at the laundromat, and the laundromat is more and more machines and things being dysfunctional, but who called me rude when she was being rude, and I'm trying to be helpful. When she's kind of taking over my spot, it's like, ma'am, that's my things in there. She's not. I said, are we in the same conversation? Because, you're trying to take off my stuff, and I just said that's mine, and I was going to use it again, that machine. But then I'm trying to find out how important it is to her, because I'm flexible. I'm not in a rush like she is. She's being rude, and she calls me rude. And these are people that are a mess and put their own pathologies on me as if I have them, and at the same time not noticing my patience with them, my respect, my kindness, my ability to partake in community when they are not. Still, I'm happy I left what was known, what was secure in electricity, and not sure what's going to happen here, but I think I might enjoy meeting some new badminton players this week and just new people. There's so superhero graphic novels where I am at the library, and it'll just be nice if I stay here too. And I just applied for a job too that's a good fit for me, although it's post-secondary institution that is probably a mess themselves, and also that that expects me to join a union that I already was a union steward with, and they are very much a union I would prefer not associating myself with. And I don't mean as a steward, I mean even as an employee. Anyways, it's a job where I can help people in education and mental health. So again, as I approach a new community, like usual, I'm very, very much open to giving them a chance. But again, it's always like the red flags, the triggers, the disrespects, the same old behaviors. Well, we'll see what happens, but I'd like to empower people and make friends with them.